why building your network should be your number one priority this year, 2025. Your network is your net worth. Contacts are contracts. Relationship is a currency. Today, I have Jeandy from Day.One.Podcast. I'm going to have Vanessa from Sombra podcast. Then I'm going to have Viviana, a special guest. And then I'm going to wrap it up with Manny from Consistency Cast. Emily is here, but she doesn't want to record today. Not just kidding. We got to shout her out too. Emily from Minds Belief. It's not that she doesn't want to record. It's that she's taking care of something else. You know, we all need each other. So, welcome back to the CMR Podcast Network. Today's episode is all about building your network and why it should be your top priority in 2025. There's an old saying that your network is your net worth. And it couldn't be more true. If you want to elevate your life, achieve your goals, and create long-term success, you need to surround yourself with the right people. People who inspire, challenge, and support you. This year, the focus is on growth, connections, and expanding your influence. I'm joined by some incredible guests from the CMR Podcast Network, each of whom will share their perspective on why networking is the foundation of success. Let's welcome Jeandy from Day.One.Podcast. Then will be Vanessa from Sombra podcast, Viviana, and Manny from Consistency 360 podcast. Together, we'll explore strategies, stories, and action steps to help start building your network and taking it to the next level. Jeandy from Day.One.Podcast. How you doing, brother Jeandy?
Excelentemente bien, Carlos. Blessed and highly favored. Positive, productive, and intentional.
Positivo, productivo, intencional.
Espiritualmente, you want to have that connection with God in order to build that network because you are what you attract. Mentalmente, the more you learn, the more you earn. When you open your mouth, you reveal to the world who you are.
Also, communication.
Of course.
Mindset.
You only get one first impression. You can't redo it.
Okay.
And then físicamente, health is the ultimate wealth. That's why when you do the physical pillar, you do it like this. It shows discipline.
So the middle finger, when people see your body.
It's discipline.
Discipline, right?
Correct.
With God, we want to be thumbs up, right? Mentally, we want to be, you don't need no weapon.
Mind.
I always tell people, why you need a gun? The best weapon is the mind, right? Physically, now emotionally.
Want to be emotionally strong, you can't go into emotions when building connections because communication is key. If you just go off emotions, then...
Estamos en crecimiento, no en sentimiento.
And then financially, your network is your net worth.
Contacts are contracts. Your network is your net worth. Relationship is the currency. A lot of people are here putting other things as putting value, but in reality, contacts, people, strangers make you rich. Strangers. That's why I'm always networking, always talking. And I'm going to say this, something that has helped me in my life. The most interested person will always be the most interesting. That's deep. What does that mean to you?
Repeat that.
The most interesting person will be the most interested person. In another word, how to win friends and influence people. I always say, treat people like they're the most important person in the world. Because they are. Whoever's in front of me, to me, you're the most important person in the world. Whoever, because I live the moment. I live in the present. It's not my daughters. It's not nobody in my personal life. It's nobody in my business life. It's whoever I got in front of me. That's why when I see a man or I see a woman, I look at them in the eye and stare at them. How you doing? I'm Carlos. Nice meeting you. What's your name, brother? What's your name, sister? You get me? And I give them that respect. But I praise them. And whatever my inner voice tells me, hey, they got that strength. They got that ability. You know what I mean? It's not kissing you know what. Because I don't kiss ass. You got me? Because you got to know how to praise people. Especially when it comes to dealing with female. You don't want to praise female because then they think, we scare them away. Because some females will always think all the guys are the same and trying to hit on them. So we got to be very careful how we move, especially with the opposite sex. But when it comes to the male, that shows strength. When we basically see another male and we give them credit where credit's due. You got me? That shows, that you don't envy them. People normally gravitate to people, you got me, that treat them with respect. Because respect is the domino effect of love. People be like, oh, I want people to love me. ¿Qué love del diantre? Everything starts with self. Self-respect yourself, self-love yourself, and then lead by example, and then you're gonna attract that. Because you're gonna attract what you are. If you're an eagle, you're gonna attract eagles. But if you're a chicken, you attract chickens, right? The more you grow, the more you elevate. That's why elevation requires separation. So, Jeandy, once again, you didn't understand the message? The most interested person in a room will be the most interesting person. Because the aura that you bring to the room, you got me, is gonna stand out. You got me? Make sense or no?
Correct.
What does that mean? Everything I just said.
Like the person that's most interested, like he's actually excited or he's just interested in everything that's going on, they're gonna find him interesting, like what's up with him? So that energy you give is gonna reciprocate back to you.
Today I was in the gym and some guy came up to me and he's like, hey, I love your energy. But same way, he came up to me and said he loved my energy. I know for a fact, I'm gonna look at the camera, there's people that my energy rubs them the wrong way because they see in me what they want to be. Straight up. But you don't gotta be me. That's why when people be like, oh, Carl, I want to be like you, you could get inspired, motivated by another man, another female, another human. But you want to be yourself. You want to be your authentic self. See, in this organization, we help people find themselves so they could get to know thyself. That's right. Income, everybody wants the money. But personal development and income go hand in hand. You got to work the inner world because your inner worth determines your self-worth. So when you take care of yourself inside, then outside is going to be easier. So starting from day one, building connections with intention. Positivo, positive mental attitude is the number one step to riches, right? Money comes last in the list, right? Productive, networking, that's being productive. You're not networking, building your network, you're dying. Building your network is your number one priority. And I'll never tell anybody what to do, but your network is your net worth. OQP, only quality people. But be open-minded to basically see other people's perspective, if it makes sense. So, starting from day one, building connections with intentions. Positivo, productivo, intencional. Jeandy, the importance of starting where you are and being intentional with your connections. Jeandy, why do you think so many people overlook the power of their network when they're just starting out?
That's a good question. Why people overlook the power
Why
of their
do you
network?
think so many people overlook the power of their network when they're just starting out?
What do you mean by overlook?
Like, que sobremiran, como overlook. Like, you know, when somebody overlooks, like, you need more clarity.
Need more clarity.
So, okay, why do you think so many people overlook the power of their network when they're just starting out? So, for example, a lot of people be like, oh, I don't know people, or I don't have good people. And when I ask a brother or a sister, hey, how many contacts you have on your phone? When you go on your phone, I bet you anything, you have enough contacts that literally could change your life. But most people, they underestimate the value of their contacts because they don't see the value on people because they haven't become valuable themselves. See, I see the value on everybody. I don't care who the heck it is. To me, when a person be like, I got no money, bro, those are the people that to me, in my eyes, are the most abundant. The thing is that it's not that they don't have no money. They have a scarcity mindset instead of an abundant mindset. Instead of focusing on solutions, you got me, on the blessings, right? They're focusing on the problems, on the obstacles, right? So contacts are contract. If I ask you how many contacts you have on your phone, I bet you anything that we could call each contact on your phone, and one contact has more contact. And that contact has more contact. And that contact has more contact. We could literally reach the whole world just from your contact. I'm serious. The whole world, bro. It sounds messed up. It sounds funny.
No.
We're one contact away from changing our life.
Correct. What I'm saying, what you're referring to is one door could open up a billion doors.
Yes, but most people, oh no, en mi contacto no tengo a nadie bueno. Automatically, tú estás hablando mal. You're talking bad about the universe, about God, about your own self. Instead of seeing the bright side of people, you're seeing the negative side of people. Because I could use an example. Let's use her as an example. Let's say she don't got it, but let's say her husband got it. Or let's say her brother got it. Or her sister got it. You don't know who she knows. How I see the world, right? So sometimes people, they have a contact, right? But they don't value that contact. But that contact, you could be the bridge and you could value that contact. And you guys could collaborate and work together. I don't know if that makes sense.
Succeeding in life is about making connections.
Yes, succeeding in business is all about making connection. So creativity is about making connections too. So to answer the question, why do you think so many people overlook the power of their network when they're just starting out? Because you have overlooked the power of your network. Remember, when I drove down on the little board, Jeandy, then I did the five people. And then those people, they're people, 5 people, and 5 people, 5 people, 5 people. So making a long story short, why did you overlook the power of your network? Because when you were checking on your network, then you had Chinola to record. You remember? So we had people. I don't know if that makes sense.
Sometimes we're so blinded to our ways that we lose sight of the bigger picture. So like how you said, when you put out negativity, the genie says your wish is my command. So that's what you get back. If you're putting out negativity, that's where you go. If you think negative, then you're just going to see problems. But if you're thinking positive, you're going to see solutions, and so many opportunities are going to come your way. So I feel like it's just our energy, to be honest, and our mind.
I want to play a video. The best time to build your network was yesterday. The second best time is today. But I want to play this video.
Always a connection away from changing your whole life. Most people, they think they're a $10,000 paycheck away. No. You're a good handshake away, and you're a good network away from becoming a millionaire. Poor people chase a sale and chase a dollar. Rich people chase connections and relationships. You can't become rich off of one extra sale, but you can become rich after one extra connection or one extra event. Or that's how quickly life changes. 3 years, one network, you look back and you're like, wow, my whole career changed just because I decided to go to that event. Prospect, build the relationships. Don't prospect for money. Always a connection away from changing your whole.
You're one connection away from changing your life. One contact away from changing your life. One human away from changing your life. One person away from changing your life. See how I basically took that one thing and just
elaborated. Elaborated. You dissected into more detail.
Yeah. Because most people, they need clarity. Clarity is power. So how to approach networking when you're just getting started? What's one piece of advice you give to someone who feels like they don't have a strong network yet?
Just start talking to people. But that's a good question for you. How would you network?
I'm always networking. The best way to network is by being yourself. By literally just bringing good energy to the room. You get me? But mirroring energy too. Remember, 80% of your success for me, how I look at life, is psychology. And a lot of people, they don't understand that when you talk to the street, you cannot come and talk professional because they'll bully you and they'll crush you like cockroaches. But when you go you gotta know how to act depending the room you're at. That's a strength. I don't know if that makes sense. That's an ability. See, a lot of people will never be able to network correctly because the thing is, how you network in the basketball court is very different how you network in the gym. But Carlos, the basketball court is inside the gym. No. How you act in the basketball court has got to be totally different from how you act in the gym. I don't know if that makes sense. How you approach people, you know what I mean? Even how we dress. I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm just listening. It all depends the atmosphere you're in. You say you got to act the part in whatever atmosphere you're in.
For example, if you go to the shop right next to the gym, and there's people there, right? Those people, okay, we all, or if you go to ShopRite, all you guys have something in common. You guys are buying something from the store, right? Right? But at the end of the day, most people are strangers. In the gym, it's different because in the gym, for example, let's use Bibiana. I've seen her multiple times, but I didn't even know her name was Bibiana. But since she's a female and I know her, I don't know him, but her husband, you get me? I basically have seen him multiple times. We have said hi. When I see him, I connect eye and say hi, like, you know? He has opened the door, like, very nice guy. If it makes sense, never had an issue. If it makes sense, because if I would have had an issue, I would have told him. You got me? That's nothing personal. Because you know me, yo no tengo filtro. I don't have no filter in my mouth, right? But making a long story short, how we approach the opposite sex is different from how we approach the same sex. But how we approach, like for example, I'm 34 years old, but how I approach the guys your age, 10 years younger, is different how I approach the people my age and the people 10 years older than me. So you gotta know how to, camouflage, like a chameleon, mirror people, because the thing is, for example, when I speak to you, I speak, no quiero decir en parábola, but I speak based on your interests. So I'll use basketball as an analogy. I'll use your interest to connect with you. I don't know if that makes sense. So for example, if I talk to the Mannys of the world, I'll figure Manny's mindset and meet him at that in his shoes while not bringing my standards down. I don't know if that makes sense. For example, when I'm dealing with my daughters, the conversation is different. Make sense or no? Each of my daughters brings something different for me. You got me? And I bring something different for each. You got me? Because some of them could be más cariñosa que la otra. But it's the same thing when it comes to networking with people. There's people que son más social que otros. There's people you got to approach them different. There's people that, remember, we humans, we're animals. So we got to understand that how we approach them is how basically the introduction is going to determine our bond, believe it or not. Make sense? Because if you approach somebody the wrong way, the first impression, bro, if we didn't give them a first good impression, I'm not saying that, but if the person is close-minded, they're not going to value. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, somebody could have a first impression with me, que is not the best, for example, pero I will not judge them. I don't know if that makes sense. But I've been blessed to have good first impression. Because why would I argue with a person I don't even know? If I wouldn't argue with somebody I know, why would I argue with a stranger? And a stranger, I'm going to look at them in the eye, right? I'm going to greet them, and I'm going to treat them with the respect. I don't know if that makes sense. Because I do it for me. Because it fulfills me. So why not do it for them? Because at the end of the day, everybody belongs to God. So if I go disrespect the brother or sister, I'm not disrespecting the brother or sister. I'm disrespecting God. But I'm willing to put people through pain so they can reflect, meaning tell people the truth. Because the truth set me free. So if I see a brother or sister, something, even though I mind my own business, I'm willing to tell them the truth, right? So what's one piece of advice you'll give to someone who feels like they don't have a strong network yet?
Just start talking to people. Find what you like and put yourself in that atmosphere so you could draw like-minded people to you. What you value, there's other people in the world that value as well, so just build a connection around that. But
we also did an episode why this year you got to invite people to question your thinking, the opposite. So for example, let's say people don't value dead, right? Simple. We go study the opposite. Or we surround ourselves, we ask people, wait, you got me? Why don't you think debt is, why you think debt is bad? Right? And then you ask another person, why you think debt is good? And every person is going to tell you two different perspectives. You understand? Now it's up to you to pick which one you want to go with. You got me? Because both people, they're right based on their level of understanding. Make sense? So, going back, what else can you tell the world why building your network should be your number one priority this year? Today is January 5th, right? Sunday, right? Today, most people went to church. I don't go to church no more, right? In church, there's a network there, right? Of like-minded people. But I've noticed something too. When the leader is not open-minded, the rest of the people are not open-minded. That's deep. Because an open-minded person will not be following a leader that is close-minded. I don't know if that makes sense. That's why, spiritually, what pillar is spiritually? Number one, if you want to really connect with God, you got to take the Bible and self-teach yourself. I don't know if that makes sense. Start teaching yourself. That's a different level. But most people, they don't do that. The best way is to teach yourself. Now, be open-minded, and then make a list of the top 10, spiritual leaders in the world, dead or alive. Because I'd rather study even a dead person that left a legacy and left a good legacy than study a person that is alive that is just starting or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense, right? So study those spiritual leaders, dead or alive, right? When it comes to this pillar, right? So then you could basically say, okay, let me see the community this person has. You're going to notice that the community that person has is bigger, more impactful than the Joe Smoke community, or church in Patterson, a little church. Oh, but I'm just looking for God. Yeah, you could be looking for God. God is everywhere. God is in your house. God is within you. We don't got to go to church. I'm not telling people not to go to church, but we don't got to go to church to be with God.
I agree. Church.
Because a lot of people say, oh, I took Sunday to go to church. You know, y lo que van es a hablar para la iglesia. A chismosear para la iglesia. Ay, hermano, hermana. ¿Cómo que le llaman a la gente?
I don't know.
Siervo, sierva. And they're the most holy. Y tú vas ellos ahí, todo holy. Y de que yo me sentaba, y yo engafado y vaina, comenzaban a hablar. Y todas las mujeres locas por el loco. Con todo el respeto. Yo veía. Porque yo era diferente. No me lo tienen que decir. Si tú no te la das, nadie te la va a dar. Hay que caminar así. You gotta walk like that. That's why I attract. That's why I reject. Because I don't have to chase. Why would I need to chase? That's why we're talking about what building your network should be your number one priority this year. But you know where your network starts? With yourself. Your number one partner is God. Your second partner is yourself. You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Start with God and yourself. And then handpick people this year like this. Let them earn to be part of your network. Not given. You cannot just let people just come into your network, entrar tu círculo, da más así. What are they bringing to the table? Because you already know what you're bringing them. I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm following. I'm just taking it all in.
The best time to build your network was yesterday. The second best time is today. So starting from day one, building connections with intention. What else can you tell the world, overall?
I mean, you said it best. Your network starts with yourself. Figure out what you value and what it is that you want for your life, and then just start playing the part. First, everything starts with you. So you got to become the person that you want to attract. Most people want this and that, but do you qualify for that? Are you worthy of it? I would just say is you never know who's who. Your network is your net worth. So start expanding your network, and that's something I need to apply to my life. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Jeandy. I remember when I started going with Jeandy and some other guys, forgot his name. He invited us to a church, a men's league, Santos, shout out to Santos, disappeared like crazy. Never seen Santos in my life, right? Santos, see, those people in that church, low vibration. You got me? And I saw that it was a business. Vanessa from Sombra Podcast, shedding light on relationships, how networking impacts personal growth and business growth. How you doing today, Vanessa?
Excelentemente bien, Carlos. Espiritualmente, spiritually, mentalmente, mentally, físicamente, physically, emocionalmente, emotionally, y financieramente, financially. El que no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir. Who do not lead to serve, not decide to lead. Positive, productive, and intention.
Shedding light on relationships, how networking impacts personal growth and business growth. So, why networking isn't just about professional success, but also personal growth. Vanessa, how has building the right network helped you grow personally and professionally?
What I can say is it's very crucial because when you start new relationship, I can say, or new networking, it's like new opportunity you can have in life because you never know what people they can give you some value, and you can give you some value to people too. Before I didn't understand, see, you doing networking, even you start talk to someone, it's like you doing networking because it's like you give it something to them, you give it knowledge, you give it you can learn experience, you can learn so many things. But I didn't understand before. Yeah, before I just start talk, I just be a relationship. But now I just have my own podcast. I know the more networking I'm doing, the more value I can bring to the table. Like,
So your network is your net worth. See, rich people, we focus on our network. Poor people, you know what they focus? Huh?
thank you.
On their problems, on trying to pay bills, you know, on counting all their problems instead of counting all their blessings. So imagine when you're networking, let's say in the gym or anywhere in the world, right? And you give bad energy to people. Will you be able to connect to Viviana?
No.
Imagine you would have gave Viviana bad energy.
No.
Huh? How you think
I'm
you
not
approach,
gonna-
you know, the Vivianas of the world? How did you basically make the connection with her?
I
Viviana, guys,
remember-
is going to be next on the next segment after Vanessa.
Yes, I remember I think I just asked to the girl, like, she used like something, and she said, no. And then she started to say, oh my God, you have beautiful body. I love how you look. What did you do? You know, I started to do like some conversation with
You guys
her.
were networking with each other?
Yeah.
That's how
and
it was?
And I say like I do, like she doing video, I do video, like, you know, I have my podcast.
How long have you guys basically met?
I can say like 1 week ago. Oh, yeah. I can say like, yeah.
Like 1 or 2 weeks?
No, I guess, yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
And then before that, you seen her?
No, you didn't see me. No, I didn't.
First
see
time?
her.
Oh, you go at 5 a.m.? Okay. All right.
No, I didn't see her.
So why networking, once again, isn't just about professional success, but also personal growth, right? Because at the end of the day, you could bring value to her, and I'm pretty sure she could bring value to you.
Yes.
You get me? Life is about how can I help you? How can I serve you? You get me? Because God wants each of us to be what? Be obsessively preoccupied with the needs and desires of his other children, right?
Yeah.
So the difference between transactional and transformational relationships, right? What's the biggest lesson you've learned about the types of people you surround yourself with?
What I can say is like the big lección, like I decir, I just learned like, I don't want to say like people is bad, but sometimes like now I identify like the bad energy, you know, I don't want to like just go to the bad energy, but sometimes people, they just maybe, they not feel like they want to talk to me, like, you know, and not say, I remember you say, Vanessa, sometimes you approach like negative, like, nah, but it's not like, maybe it's like inconsciente, like it's not like me. Okay, I want to do that because in my inside, how I feel, I just want to always like project like very, you know, positive and just talk to a person because I never in my life I see nobody like competition, like, you know.
You want to hear the funny thing? Life is a mirror of you. In my case, I've never seen people with bad energy, not around me. People meet me at my energy. That's deep. People meet me at my energy. People raise their standards around me. I don't look at the world and que la gente son mala, people are bad. You get me? Like that guy, that woman has bad energy. People are a mirror of your thoughts, of your inner world. Because any person that you think has bad energy with you has good energy with somebody else. So it's all perspective. So now we got to look at ourselves in the mirror. Why is that person, or what did that person see on us, see on you, that is giving you that energy that you're projecting, that you're seeing? You get me? Or what does that person see that you have? Because it could be jealousy, envious, the map of consciousness, power versus force. I bet you anything, if you study page 90 of Power versus Force, that I bet you anything, 99% of the people here in this organization or in the world haven't took the time to understand where you're at when it comes to the map of consciousness. El mapa de la conciencia. See, I'm in the highest level in enlightenment. You don't got to tell me. None of you guys got to tell me, with all due respect. The world don't got to tell me. I know it myself. Remember, your external world is a reflection of your inner world. I've been in a leadership position all my life. Leader, creating leader that's supposed to be creating leader, right? And when you deal with people, you're not dealing with them. You're dealing with yourself. es mentira. That's deep. When you're dealing with people, you're dealing with yourself. That's why get to know thyself. El minuto que you get to know yourself, it's easier to deal with others. It's easier to network with others. That's why I thank God. God is using not simply me, but all of us. And the teacher appears when the student is ready. It's not recorded, it's not remembered. We all got to understand something. We all got to be head marketer for the brand called us, right? Man, I'll let her when she's new. She'll know when to stand up, tranquila. The manners of the world, you see? Another person, I'm glad that she's open-minded. You'll scare her away, bro. You're here telling her the Yes, but let me or Vanessa deal, especially her, that she's the opposite sex. Bro, if you're gonna disrespect me, bro, do you see? I wouldn't, bro. Do not talk to me like that, especially in front of people. Because not even when people are not here, you will not talk to me like that. Watch your mouth. I don't care. I could be live. I do not let nobody disrespect me. So going back, positivo, productivo, intencional. You see, I match people's energy. And it's good that I'm here dealing with this. You got me? Because the thing is, if you don't basically, when you're dealing with people, if you don't mirror their energy, you got to learn how to go from zero to enlightenment, the map of consciousness. You got to meet people where they're at in the map of consciousness. So if I'm at 1,000, I got to bring myself down to his level. But not to basically, because if you argue with an idiot, the idiot will drag you to his level or her level, right? But it should tell you, hey, I could meet you at your level too. I don't want to basically lower myself because I'm going to bring you to my enlightenment. So it's good. This is God using us. And we're not here DK acting. And you know that's my type of personality. You got me? Today, when was it? Yesterday in the basketball court. Un moreno. This guy's always cool. Never had an issue with me. I'm here. They're playing. 5-on-5. Está lleno el gimnasio. I shoot from half court. I'd be shooting the other side. Oh, he's like, yo, bro, get off the court. Me quité la gafa porque yo no me iba a cambiar los tenis y la vaina. I'm like, yo, bro, that shit was packed. Había como 70 morenos, 70 tigres ahí. I'm like, yo, listen, motherfucker. Who the fuck you talking to like that? When have I ever disrespected you? Oh, porque me vino con una personalidad, un carácter que yo nunca había visto un león así. Yo quería enleonearme con él. Enleonearme. Pero de ahí es que viene que la gente no entiende en algo. Life, you gotta respect, right? Pero respect comienza con uno mismo. Self-respect. If you don't self-respect yourself, people will take advantage of you. I don't know if that makes sense, right? That's why es bueno. Yo tengo un episodio que se llama Es bueno ser malo. Shout out to Gio from El Camino del Guerrero. Se los recomiendo que lo vea, donde yo explico sobre eso. I have another episode, The Power of Mirroring, with Manny from GPH podcast. And with Gio from El Camino del Guerrero, es bueno ser malo. Porque ser bueno o ser malo es perspectiva. It's all perspective. When you're networking, because your network is your net worth, que ahí es que la mayoría de personas failed. Oh, nah, I don't like her. Why you don't like her? What she did to you? Oh, I don't like him. What he did to you? What are you seeing on her that you don't have? In the personal level, maybe she's married. Maybe she got a boyfriend. Sometimes women see a woman that is married or has a boyfriend and is happy, and just that rubs them the wrong way. Or vice versa. A woman can see a man with a girlfriend or married, and she could probably see what's different about that man, different from my husband, from my boyfriend, from my guy. It's a two-way street. Or in the professional, the same thing when it comes to the money. So, Vanessa, transformational relationships create lasting impact, while transactional ones fade away. Las relaciones transformadora, crean un impacto que duradero. Pero las relaciones transaccionales
no dejan nada.
se van con el viento.
Yeah.
They leave, they fade away. And I'm not talking about fade away in basketball.
Yes.
So Vanessa, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about the types of people you surround yourself with? La lección más grande que tú aprendiste. Porque in your journey of personal development, personal growth, ella veía a todo el mundo como que elevación que requiere separación, ¿verdad? So ahora tú tienes más awareness because you went up the level, right? So what's the biggest lesson you've learned about the types of people you surround yourself with?
Okay, the big lesson what I learned is like they just think I just feel I'm better than them. Like they don't understand. I'm not like separate because I just wanted to take my own to study myself, to develop myself. It's not because I don't like or I don't want them around me. It's because I need to be, to have my space. But what I learned, they just see like light so negative. They wanted to bring like so many negative things in my life. And then I understand when you in growth zone, you have to separate to be popular learner, because the more you like separate to the people, you're gonna see life different. It's not because you don't want people around you. It's because you need the time. You need to develop yourself. And I don't know why they just see life. People, they want to feel like better, because I had like some friends, they just want to, Vanessa, I don't want to like talk to you because you think you better now. You do like podcast, you doing this, they just not thinking Vanessa is not like, I'm still the same Vanessa, I still love them, but they just not see me like before, I have different like, I can say like friends, and I keeping some friends, they just understand me, like what I'm doing now. But as some friends, they just want to know, Vanessa, I can be your friend, but I know you now feel like you're on the top.
Elevation requires separation. Stay away from still people. I would never give people advices, but one advice I gave myself is tell me who you're with, and I'm going to tell you who you are and where you're heading. Dime con quién anda y te diré quién eres y para dónde vas. Right? Thank you, Vanessa. Okay. Now I'm going to go with Viviana. Viviana, a special guest. Vanessa's friend. Viviana and Vanessa met in the gym, working out. One of the best places to network. Today's episode is why building your network should be your number one priority this year. I'm going to tell the world this, and I'm going to tell Viviana this. I wouldn't network with people that are not working out physically. People that do not value their physical pillar. We go by 5 pillars in this organization. First of all, how you doing, Viviana?
Good.
Bring the mic up a little more.
I feel excited to be here. Thank you for this opportunity. I think do you have to lie and no sobrevivir?
That you have to what?
No sobrevivir. Tú tienes que vivir, hay que vivir y no sobrevivir.
You have to live and not just simply survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So going back, Viviana, the newcomer's perspective, stepping into a new network. ¿Tú entiendes bien? Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So how stepping out of your comfort zone leads to new opportunities. But before we go in the segment, you saw that we go by 5 pillars. What do you think about those 5 pillars? Having that strong connection with God, you got me? Having, working on your mindset, working on your physical, working on your emotions, working on your finance, porque quien no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir.
Exacto.
Right? So those 5 pillars, I always say one thing. Every time I'm networking with people or just simply talking to people, people ask me, how am I doing? Ask me, how am I doing?
How are you doing?
Excelentemente bien. Mente.
Asking me.
¿Cómo estás, Viviana?
Perfect.
Perfect?
With the best energy.
With the best energy?
Yeah.
But do you get why we use excelentemente? Mente, the mind. Because the quality of our life depends on the quality of our thoughts. But the quality of our life also depends on the quality of the thoughts of the people we have around. So imagine you have quality thoughts. Que tú tengas pensamiento de calidad.
Exactly.
Pero después tú estás alrededor de una persona. You're around a person with their thoughts, they're not quality.
I feel it when the person is close to me is had bad energy. I feel it always. I feel it.
So you're an
Only
enemy
close,
person.
I feel it, your energy. I feel when you look in your eyes. I feel you talk it with me. I feel everything because always I feel it give you the best energy. Always positive with the person. Always have a good connection or with relationship.
That's true. See, we're chosen ones. We at the end of the day, and the funny thing is that I have a video for that. I want to play it.
Proof. Chosen ones are not regular humans.
The chosen ones cannot be defined. You cannot put a chosen one in a category because God has created the chosen ones to be multifaceted and multidimensional beings. The chosen ones are of their Father, the Creator. God is the Creator, and He's created the chosen ones to be creative. That's why we can't just work a typical job. There's nothing regular or basic about a chosen one. And I say that humbly because the chosen ones do not experience regular things. They don't experience normal things. So that means that the things that they experience, even the trials or opposition, is abnormal. It's usually unexplainable. Everything about our lives is not going to align with society standards. Society wants to put you in a box. Society wants to put you in a category, but we cannot be categorized because we're so multifaceted and multidimensional. Society wants to summarize you and put you in a box and say that you do one thing, that you are black, that you're white, that you're brown, that you do one specific thing or job, but we cannot be defined. We're more than one thing. God has created the chosen ones to do multiple things. The chosen ones are a jack of all trades, have been here in this world.
You see, the people we attracting in this organization, we want them to be chosen ones. Do you understand what chosen ones are?
Yeah, chosen ones.
There's people that are very different, unique. Right? What message you got from that video? What did you basically get from that video? And you can speak in Spanish. If you want to speak in Spanish, háblame en español y yo lo traduzco.
No, pienso que este video dice que debemos también creer mucho en Dios, que tenemos que tener una buena conexión con las personas, una buena conexión con las personas, hablar con ellas, dar nuestra opinión, también tener la opinión de ellos, escucharlos.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with how stepping out of your comfort zone leads to new opportunities. Viviana, what has been your biggest challenge in stepping into a new network? Like overall, every time you have tried to grow in life, grow meaning get rid of your old ways, get rid of your weaknesses, grow meaning get out of your fear zone, comfort zone in order to grow. Because everybody in this world wants to grow, but not everybody is willing to do what it takes to grow, right? Because everybody wants to live their dreams. They want the dream car, dream home, but everything starts with the dream business. Be, do, have. Ser, hacer, tener. Todo el mundo quiere tener todas las cosas materiales, pero también quieren tener todas las cosas que no se compran con dinero. People want to have the things that you cannot buy with money, and also the things you need money to buy, right? But you gotta be, do, have. You gotta first know what you want to have, right? But then you gotta do the stuff that has to be done, right, in order to become the person. And when you align those three things, that's when the universe, you start attracting everything. It's like when you align thoughts with what you say and what you do. But now I tell people in the organization, also align thoughts, what you say, what you do, and the results. But
Anyway, you need work in yourself, for yourself too. Como tú dices, la gente quiere dinero, 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 pero también debe trabajar en sí mismo primero, para poder obtener todo lo que tú, del dinero, de carros, casa.
Por eso es que Jeandy Rockefeller once said, he who works all day has no time to make money.
Yeah.
Pero Carlos Reyes says, you know what Carlos says? He who works all day has no time to personal develop. And personal develop go hand in hand with income, con dinero. Crecimiento personal va mano a mano con los ingresos. El que me ve a mí, sea en el gimnasio o en cualquier parte, no se imagina esta persona, el personaje que soy.
Exacto.
¿Cuánto tiempo usted tiene que quizá usted me vio en el gym?
Es un año.
Como un año ya.
1 year ago. First time we see you, pues I feel your energy. Wow, this power.
No relaja. Mucha energía.
I listen a another person, not like your energy. I don't care. You don't care about the people, right?
Dígame, ¿puede hablarlo en español?
Sí,
Tranquila.
a ti no te importa lo que diga la gente.
Oh,
si
no.
te gusta, ya. Lo que yo vi de ti es que tienes una buena energía y eso es lo que...
Gracias. Y si algún día ve mala energía, lo
No.
puede decir con gusto
yo te había
también.
visto, sí. Porque en tu voz se escucha en todo el gimnasio, como decir.
Pero, ¿sabe algo? Yo no ando buscando ser un centro de atención. La cosa conmigo es
Es
que
que es tu manera de ser, tú eres así.
esa es mi
tu
personalidad, es mi aura.
naturalidad, yeah.
¿Me entienden? Yo no ando buscando atención. La real, ni me gusta la atención. Aunque siempre he tenido la atención, siempre, toda mi vida. Y no ando buscando atención. Porque muchas personas no entienden que when you're networking or just simply, you gotta be yourself. When you're yourself, that's when you attract.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Most people are chasing when they're networking. Chasing, begging. Begging is even worse. Then there's chasing. Then there's people that you get to start attracting. Because now, when you start attracting, that's when people see on you that you're one of them. I don't know if that makes sense. Right? But then there's a next level, rejecting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the highest level. When you get to reject, it sounds messed up. But just because I'm, my network is my net worth. I love people, but that doesn't mean I want everybody in my network. I don't know if that makes sense. Because some people always say, you want them to eat, but you just don't want them to eat in your table. You want them to eat in another table somewhere else because of their energy.
Yeah.
Todo cae en energía, right? Especially, I'm transformational. Anybody, all my business, all my life have been, how can I help people transform their life? Not simply a transaction. No, ¿me dejo entender?
Yeah.
Lo mío es transformación, no transaccional. ¿Me entiendes? Porque yo quiero traerle claridad a la persona para que esa claridad se convierta en poder, para que ellos se conviertan en pensadores y hacedores, no solamente trabajadores. ¿Sabe el cuadrante del flujo del dinero? La mayoría de personas, time is money, self-employed, business owner with money, we could buy people's time, investor with money, we could make money, or as an inventor, with money, with an idea, we could print money.
Anyway, every single day people learning new points, new thing, new, find something new. Always, every single day, people have an opportunity for learning, for sharper, for teacher,
Let me ask you a question. How has surrounding yourself with the right people started to shift your perspective? ¿Cómo usted comenzar a estar alrededor de personas diferentes le cambió su perspectiva de la vida? En su journey, ¿puede contestarlo en español?
¿Cómo estar? Pues a mí me cambió mi perspectiva de la vida porque siempre me gusta aprender cosas nuevas, escuchar, aprender de esas cosas y aprender para poder aprender a dar lo que yo he aprendido a otras personas. ¿Cómo se dice?
Recíproco.
Recíproco. Eso es lo que a mí me llama mucho la atención y lo que he aprendido de
Bendecir
las
a otra
cosas.
persona,
Ajá,
se le
sí.
multiplica la bendición a uno.
Sí,
Muchas personas no entienden eso, no saben eso. Lo que usted da es lo que usted recibe, lo que siembra es lo que cosecha.
Exactamente. Esa es la palabra.
¿Verdad?
Dar para recibir, porque no necesariamente tienes que dar solo por esperar recibir, simplemente dar y no esperes por recibir.
Jab, 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 right hook, Gary V. But the importance of being coachable and open to guidance. La importancia de ser una persona mente abierta, coachable, ¿me entiendes? Y ser abierta para ser guiada también. Porque, ¿de qué país usted es?
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Quito, Guayaquil. Quito. ¿Sabe por qué comencé? Yo tengo familia también ecuatoriana.
Ah, sí.
Sí, mi tía, la hermana de mi mamá, se casó con un ecuatoriano y tengo primo, prima ecuatoriano.
¿Y has ido a Ecuador?
Nunca he ido a Ecuador. Nunca he ido a Ecuador. Pero tendremos que ir como organización. Que nosotros vamos a comprar un avión en la organización. Un G700.
Oh, good.
Dios mediante.
Bendecido Dios.
Sí, para todos.
Bendecida la
¿Me entiendes?
compañía.
Porque vamos a comenzar a hacer eventos. Se llama The Wealth Map Summit. Massive Action Plan to Wealth. El mapa, le vamos a comenzar a dar el mapa de la riqueza a la persona. Porque la mayoría de personas no entienden que para llegar a la riqueza es fácil. Apalancar la experiencia de otra persona, apalancar los esfuerzos, el tiempo. Suena feo, pero apalancar el dinero también. ¿Qué es más fácil? ¿Coger $1 millón prestado o trabajar por $1 millón? ¿Usted trabaja?
Sí.
¿Qué hace de trabajo? What do you do for a living?
I'm vendor.
Vendor? Sales?
Vendor for sales, yeah.
¿Para qué compañía?
PRCT is produce por supermarkets. Sale produce por supermarket.
¿Cómo cuántas horas usted trabaja en eso?
8 diarias al día.
40 horas a la semana.
40 horas a la semana.
So, entonces, es una empleada de una organización.
Sí.
¿Verdad? Le gustaría, lo que nosotros hacemos en esta organización es no solo ayudarla a empoderarse, ¿me entiendes? Convertirse en el negocio, because we the business, ¿verdad? Es también a ayudar a la persona a transitar de la mentalidad empleada a la mentalidad inversionista, dueña de negocio, pero inventor también. Porque hay 4 niveles de crear valor. Está la imaginación, imagination, está la comunicación, que eso es lo que estamos haciendo aquí. Cada persona aquí tiene su propio podcast. So usted tendría su propio podcast también, su propia visión alineada con la visión de nosotros, que haciendo lo mismo, ayudando a la persona a emprender su negocio, a encontrar su propósito. Porque estoy seguro que su propósito no es vender en ese negocio.
Es temporal.
Es temporal, pero de ahí es que viene.
Sí.
En esta organización podemos ayudarla a encontrar su propósito. Si me dejo entender.
Sí,
Escuché un poco que ha leído un par de libros, ¿verdad? Pero los 4 niveles de crear valor, de nuevo, la imaginación, comunicación, tendría su podcast y lo convertiríamos en un negocio que se monetiza todo, su mes, todo. Así usted puede hacer la cosa de entrevista a pareja, traer diferentes perspectivas, alineado con lo que estamos haciendo. Está ¿cuál, Manny? Unificación. Porque el líder, creando líder, que están supuestos a crear líder. ¿Sí me dejo entender?
Sí.
Y está la implementación. Ahí es que está la mayoría de personas en el mundo, en implementación. La persona que le gusta que la manden lo que tiene que hacer. ¿Qué sale mejor? ¿Mandar o que la manden? Mandar. Pero a usted la mandan si es empleada. ¿Sí o no? Pero de ahí es que viene la unificación.
Sí, lo bueno es de este trabajo que estoy es que yo trabajo por mi cuenta, simplemente no tengo que dar.
Pero al fin del día,
Sí, al fin del día
es empleada,
sigo siendo empleada.
autoempleada.
Sí, autoempleada, sí.
¿Me entiendes?
Sí.
Al fin del día está todavía en el left side del cuadrante.
Sí.
No está en the right side. Pero aquí en esta organización la vamos a ayudar a entrar en the right side. Si me dejo entender. No solo a usted, pero a cualquier persona que veamos que tiene buena energía, actitud, mente positiva. Es lo primordial que yo le veo a la persona. Y lo poco que le he visto a usted en el gimnasio, hasta su pareja, porque yo sé de lo que digo algo. Yo no tengo que conocer a una persona. Yo también puedo ver con quién esa persona anda. Y miren lo cómico. A él yo nunca lo he visto con usted ahí. A él yo siempre lo he visto solo. Y las pocas veces que le he visto, usted la ha visto solo. Si me dejo entender. ¿Me entiende? Pero el punto que quiero decir es, a él yo siempre lo he visto enfocado. Y eso me gusta. Porque yo me pongo allá también una gafa y me pongo unos audífonos. No escuchando música, escuchando un audio. Nutriéndome. Así tengo la mente sharp.
Yo tampoco escucho música cuando entreno, escucho un podcast.
Un podcast, un audio.
Escucho ¿cómo se dice? Al Coach Payne.
Ok.
Ya hay una Coach Payne. Es un motivador que habla todo en inglés. O sea, me gusta estar escuchando a él.
Para terminar con usted, your comfort zone will keep you small, but your network will help you grow. So, ¿qué le gustaría decirle al mundo, decirme a mí, o qué pregunta tiene para mí aquí, que lo podemos ver en video? Y usted vio que yo soy muy vulnerable. Si algo de mí, el mundo me conoce por ser yo, no por ser una persona con una máscara. No sé si me dejo entender. Porque hay muchas personas que usted lo va a llegar a conocer y en su cara una cosa y de que usted se voltea, otra. Yo no. Yo no tengo pelo en la lengua. Muy respetuoso, pero yo soy con cualquier persona, le dejo saber a la persona la verdad ahí. Porque yo sé el valor que yo le traigo para el mundo. Y me siento que estoy respaldado espiritualmente por Dios. Usted ve como David y Goliat. Lo tengo comprobado. Espiritualmente es que yo todo lo mío es espiritual.
Bueno, primeramente yo te agradezco por esta invitación a este podcast, a abrirme la oportunidad de entrar aquí en esta compañía o
Organización.
With the Business.
No, we the business es que nosotros somos el negocio. Eso lo pusimos ahí. Fue...
Pero el nombre de la
Porque es
compañía...
que el mundo, en esta organización, cada persona tiene su propia compañía.
Okay.
Porque nosotros ayudamos a las personas a emprender. Lo mío es, yo tengo toda mi vida en posición de inversionista, inventor. ¿Me entiendes? Nosotros tenemos edificios, ¿verdad? Abrimos negocios tradicionales, pero el mundo está cambiando. Ahora ayudamos a la persona también en negocios modernos. Ayudar a la persona en su marca personal. Estamos todos trabajando en nuestra marca personal, creando contenido. ¿Me entiendes?
Sí.
Cada persona tiene su propia visión y la visión está alineada con la visión de la organización, que es ayudando a la persona a cumplir el sueño de ellos. O sea, el carro de su sueño, la casa de su sueño, pero todo comienza con el negocio. Ser, hacer, tener. ¿Me entiendes?
Sí.
Una organización de crecimiento personal. ¿No tiene preguntas?
Bueno, para ti, pues, ¿qué fue lo más duro que te ha tocado hacer en tu vida?
Lo más duro que me ha tocado hacer en mi vida. Excelente pregunta. ¿Sabe algo? En mi vida yo nunca le he visto a la cosa como que ha sido duro. Porque yo me puse en una posición de aprender a hacer lo difícil. Así mi vida se me hace fácil. Lo que yo noto en la vida de la mayoría de personas, yo sé que la pregunta me la hizo a mí, pero en diferencia a mí, es que evitan hacer lo difícil. Yo enfrento, a mí me gusta, mi zona de confort es lo difícil, la zona de fuera de zona de confort. Me gusta estar uncomfortable. Esa es mi zona. Entonces yo no le veo nada en la vida difícil, por eso mi vida es fácil. Lo más difícil, descaradamente, es coger control de tu mente. Un humano, un hombre o una mujer que llega a tener control de su mente, es el primer paso del liderazgo. Aprender a controlarse tu mundo. El minuto que tú puedes, como líder, ser un ejemplo a seguir, es fácil atraer a las otras personas porque se van a inspirar, motivar, si me dejo entender. Entonces, excelente pregunta, pero para mí, le soy sincero, no se me ha hecho difícil la vida. A los 2 años vine para acá, a los 9 meses vine para los Estados Unidos, a los 2 años me cuidaba en un negocio, diciéndole mi historia rápido. A los 8 años vino mi mamá de República Dominicana. Lo más difícil fue que mi mamá no estaba alrededor, el amor de madre. Pero cuando ella vino, que yo pensaba que quería el amor de madre, no lo quería ya, porque me acostumbré. Entonces, aprendí a vivir una vida de no attach, no aferrarme, no apegado. No me apego a lo material, no me apego a nada. ¿Me entiendes? Por mí que se lleven todo. Vivo una vida que me siento abundante. Me siento que si se daña en el gimnasio una máquina no afecta a todo. Que si hay una pesa regada por allí, ¿por qué no ponerla para atrás y organizarlo? ¿Me entiendes? Mejor prefiero ser el que le ve las bendiciones a la cosa que el que le ve las maldiciones. Que si el baño está sucio, ¿qué voy a hacer? Yo no quiero hablar de eso. En que sea, tenemos un baño. Hay personas que no tienen baño. ¿Me entiendes? Muchas gracias, Viviana. Así ahora
Gracias
termino con Manny, porque Manny le gusta su segmento. Manny! Consistency. Manny's consistent. Consistency 360. How you doing, first of all, brother Manny?
Excelentemente, fenomenalmente, perfectamente, excelentemente bien.
Wow, I love the words. Es como va la energía mía. Words have power.
Espiritualmente, primero estamos positivo, productivo e intencional.
In English?
Positive, productive, and intentional.
Why? Tell the world why positive, productive, and intentional. Tell
Because
them.
positive mindset is the first thing. Always positive, always looking for the opportunities in life.
Positive mental attitude.
Exactly.
Right? Because we help people get from A to B.
Of course. Productive, because we always want to we always want to be doing things that are gonna help us elevate.
Prozen, not Kaizen.
Of course, prozen.
2% or better.
Productive, that positivity, doing things that are gonna be productive to our life. right? And then intentional, not doing things just to do it. You know what I mean? We gotta do things with an intention for it to help us, for it to help others, and help ourselves.
Before you give the 5 pillars, what's the intention behind creating content in the CMR Podcast Network? Let's start there. And then Consistency 360, and then in the organization.
Well, the first thing we want to change is help give awareness so people can change their mindset, so that people can stop, so we can take from people from A to B to C to D and keep. So
A is the attitude, so they can take action
100%.
to become a business owner, because
So
they
they
will
can-
never be free till they become a business owner.
Giving people awareness overall.
Being a light where there's darkness.
Exactly. Self-developing is priority, and that's what people should do about themselves. Take their life serious.
And in Consistency 360,
Consistency 360 is about being consistent in that journey, because without consistency, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get to that place you want to get to.
so playtime is over.
Of course,
EP, playtime is over.
all day.
We already did that episode. Promote that episode.
I mean, playtime is over with me and Carlos. Everybody go look into it.
But give clarity, because most people, you tell them that, they don't even know where to search. You got to give clarity. Act like you're talking to a person.
Well, Consistency 360 cast on YouTube. Find playtime is over with me and Carlos.
It's on the live stream.
Exactly, and then
Go watch it.
go watch it. Go give yourself awareness about taking your life serious.
Now the 5 pillars, brother Manny.
Espiritualmente, spiritually, you want to have that connection with God, especially when it comes to networking or finding.
Why building your network should be your number 1 priority this year.
Exactly. Have that connection with God to build your network. Then mindset, develop your mind so you can build your network, so you can find people that are gonna want to be better and gonna give you the good things. You know what I mean? Basicamente, physically, if you gotta work on your body, if going to the gym is gonna help you find people. It's gonna help your network grow. It's gonna help you find people that are aligned in the same vision as you. Emocionalmente, stay away from your emotions. Don't get in your emotions. Don't let anybody try to control your emotions, especially when you're trying to find network. If one no is not everybody's no. One no doesn't. Don't let one no control your state of mood. Don't let the one no stop you from keep finding other networks, finding other opportunities. Financieramente, financially, el que no vive para servir, no sirve para vivir. He who does not live to serve doesn't deserve to live.
I want to play this video, Manny.
Always had very high standards for myself and the way I looked, and I knew what I was capable of. And anytime things started to slip, whenever I looked in the mirror, I'd be like, no, that's not acceptable.
It's like building a business. How could someone go to build a big business but then not take care of themselves? Everything's the same. Relationships, making money. If I'm in a marriage and me and my wife aren't getting along, what am I going to do? I'm going to be like, am I treating her right? Am I being nice to her? Am I taking her on dates? You know, it's like if you treat something like it's the beginning, there'll never be an end.
I've always had very high standards for myself and the way I looked, and I knew what I was capable.
You been working out
Yeah.
every day?
Every day, no. I can't say every day. I've been doing it.
Why you don't work out every day? We're bringing awareness to the world.
Why I don't work out every day? Could be a lot of different. There's a lot of excuses I could say, but the main excuse is because I don't hold myself accountable.
You're not consistent, like your podcast.
Exactly.
See, Manny's podcast is Consistency 360.
Because I lack consistency.
Because he lacked consistency.
Exactly.
That's why I brought that awareness, right? See, guys, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you don't take care of your body, if you're not getting your dream body, you for sure not gonna get your dream car, dream home. Everything starts with your dream business, but it doesn't start with your dream business. It starts with your dream body, because health is wealth. Your dream body is your health. Your dream business is your wealth. It's how you serve the marketplace, how you serve the world. It's how you bring your gifts and talents to the world. It's how the best gift you could give other people is the gift of your best version. So when you're networking, that's why I'm bringing that up. When you're physically fit, you don't got to speak. It's easier to network. Personal, business. It's not the same with a man with a six-pack, right? Networking, right? A man with a fat pack with titties. So why networking, why building your network should be your number one priority this year. People will not take you serious, world. If you're a man and you're not physically fit, don't get mad when you're not able to network like the Carlos of the world. Pound to pound, they got to give me right now one of the best networking titles in the world. There's not a person in this world, famous or anybody, que yo no le llegue. All the famous, 99% of celebrity people, yo le llego así. And they treat me with the utmost respect. Because I see how I self-respect myself. We talking about today why building your network should be your number one priority this year. But everything affects everything. That's why I'm bringing that up with Manny. So Manny, consistency in networking. Building trust over time. Remember, people do business with people they like, know, and trust. If they like you, they'll listen to you. You got a podcast. Consistency 360. You're leveraging my experience. You got a coach, mentor, helping you develop your character, right? But bro, character is what you say about yourself. Reputation is what other people say about you. But understand, if you don't basically see yourself in the mirror, forget about physically, and have word with your own self and keep that commitment this year, and you're consistent and sign that contract with yourself, you're never gonna basically achieve anything you dreamed of, if it makes sense. So, why consistency in your efforts is key to building trust and strong relationships. So Manny, how does consistency play a role in building and maintaining a strong network?
Well, consistency plays a big role in maintaining your network, because just because you meet a person one day doesn't mean they can't walk out your life the next day. You know what I mean? So if you're consistent with talking to that person, with engaging with that person, with giving that person attention, that person is most likely going to build trust with you over time.
So now you understand why keeping your word, right? Because people cannot read your thoughts. But keeping your word and aligning your word with your actions and your results, porque no se puede ser chapucera. Cuando uno va a hacer algo, lo hace bien y extra bien, y si no, mejor no hace nada. So, how many has used networking to create momentum in his journey, right? Manny, you've been interviewing people, right? Have you kept interviewing people?
It's on and off. Not everybody's meant to be interviewed.
Oh, I like it. Why not everybody's meant to be interviewed?
Not everybody has the same vision as you. Not everybody's aligned with the same vision as you.
I love it. You see? 80-20. Have you ever played the 80-20 rule? At every 10 people, two of them, that's why you got to talk to people. Hey, bro. Hey, sis. Let me ask you a question. First of all, I'm Manny. I have a podcast, Consistency 360. I'm pretty sure that, you're going to love the content. You got to market yourself.
It's easier said than done, though, to be honest, because like let's do 80-20. 100 people will go to a supermarket to go buy food, right? Let's say 20% are aligned in the same vision as you, right? And then let's do 80-20 from those 20.
Four.
You're going to meet 4 people in that supermarket that could be aligned with you, with that vision of yours. You know what I mean? So
but it's a numbers game. Everything is a numbers game.
That's what I'm saying.
What you lack in skills, you make it up in numbers.
And just like how it could be in the supermarket, it could be at the gym, it could be anywhere else. And then most people you meet, they're not even they don't even want to start up their own business. Or they don't even feel.
But you see, that's your perception.
That's not my perspective. I mean,
perfect thing that everything is being recorded.
We're doing 80-20, right?
But how you see the world. But I'm saying 80-20. For you, for anybody, apply the Pareto rule.
No, I agree.
For me, it's different. A donde yo flecho, cae. Yo tengo eagle eyes. Ande yo tiro la bala, 1000%.
Pero tú no vas a tirar la bala donde sea.
Pero you talking to the Carlos of the world. I worked on my skill set. You think of that confidence que yo tengo, the everything, how I move and everything, all the results I have. Fue hablando.
No, you can attract.
Yo tengo alignment.
You can attract just like how you can separate.
Pero yo estoy en un nivel que yo rechazo, que es otro flow.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to be in that level where you get to reject?
I've already been in that level, with all due respect.
That you've been in the level to reject?
1,000%.
In what sense?
What do you mean? In all senses, like just because somebody paints me pretty flowers doesn't mean I'm gonna take them. You know what I mean? So
Keep elaborating. Shout out to the Jeandys, co-signing. That's like sucking a dick. Wipe it out.
No,
Come suck it.
No, pero tampoco.
Straight up.
Well,
Go. I'm gonna give you ramazazo ahora mismo. Let's go.
Yo.
Let's go. Vamos. Tell me an example que tú has rechazado when it comes to networking. That's why personas no logran nada en la vida, porque el ego de ellos lo mata. Una persona que está descaradamente in your level, bro, go. Let me get clarity. Was not recorded, is not remembered. Let me get clarity.
I mean, just because somebody wants to sell you a nice car, right? It's not just because somebody wants to sell you something that's nice and pretty looking doesn't mean the motor is all there. All the wiring is all there. All the seats are nice and comfortable. Just because it looks pretty in the outside doesn't mean it's pretty in the inside.
Yeah, but we're not talking about car. We're talking about networking. Today, we're talking about why building your network should be your number one priority this year. So when you're building your network,
right? So like, just because he's pretty on the outside, going to the gym, right? Just because.
What I was telling the Vanessas of the world, okay? People are a mirror of you.
Of course.
To me, nobody gives me bad energy, bro.
Nobody gives me bad energy either.
I've never understood a brother or sister that be like, oh, fulano tiene mala energía. No conmigo.
Tampoco conmigo.
¿Por qué conmigo la gente no tiene mala energía? Y yo puedo darle un ramazazo así y quitarle esos demonios y para atrás normal conmigo. Y no cojo la vaina personal. Yo le subo la emergencia hacia la gente y todo perfecto. Why is it?
No sé.
Huh?
I don't know.
Have you become valuable in people's life?
Have I?
Jab, right hook.
Yeah,
leverage.
Of course. I've done that. I've done it. I've done that. I've been in
So when you're
situations.
networking, one thing I'm going to tell the world, give without expecting anything in return. You cannot just basically, expect, in your case, a person to give you an interview.
No.
You get me? Without you bringing them value.
No, of course not.
Without them understanding your vision. Without you even making your name. But I bet you anything, if you make up your name, like that kid, the School of Hard Knocks, right?
Right.
They're going to basically, boom. It makes sense or no?
Of course.
But at first, you got to fail forward, bro. At first, you can't be like, oh. When I started, I was not basically rejecting.
I'm not rejecting either. I just have an eye to spot out the people that are aligned with our vision.
But you see, you will never be able to tell if a brother or sister is aligned with our vision. You get me? Because our vision is to help people find their purpose.
I agree.
But this is not for everybody.
Exactly.
But understand, even though this is not for everybody, when you're networking, you don't know who knows who. You don't know if that person that is not aligned knows somebody that is aligned.
I agree.
So what can you say about that?
What I can say about that is that if they know somebody that's aligned, like just why shouldn't they should be asking themselves why they're not aligned?
How can they ask themselves if they would have been aware? They wouldn't even be.
That's what I'm saying. But if they knew somebody, if they had somebody, if they knew somebody that was aligned with our vision, then they would have.
What's our vision? Tell the world. What's our vision?
Well, to self-development, to help.
That's not our vision.
To help people change from A to B.
What's our vision? If you could pitch the vision to the world, what's our vision?
Our vision is to help people escape the traditional business and to become into the modern businesses.
I'm gonna give you clarity. Can I give you clarity?
Talk to me.
PIF. Remember the word PIF.
Pay it forward.
Okay. PIF. We want to pay it forward, right? Willing to share blessings back with others.
Of course.
The letter P is the purpose. Our purpose is to help people accomplish their dream. We understand everybody wants the dream car, dream home, but everything starts with the dream business. Right? B, do, have. What do you want to have? Now we help people find clarity on what they want to have, right? But we also help them understand what they got to do, right? Meaning take action, right? But also help them become the person, right? Because the person they become is more important than the things they're gonna have, right? Make sense? Now the I, impact over income. We are in the transformation business, not the transaction business.
Of course.
And then the letter F is how we get fulfilled, or fulfillment. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
1,000%.
So now we have to use the 5 pillars como centro. Porque everything lands in the mind. Right?
Yeah.
Espiritualmente, spiritually,
Connection with
mentalmente, mentally, right? Físicamente, physically, emocionalmente, emotionally, financieramente, financially. Pero everything lands with mente. So we help people what? Control.
Have the control of their mind.
Control de la mente.
Yeah.
EP, control de la mente.
Control de la mente.
Vanessa, control de la mente. EP with you, controlling the mind with Manny. So I could do one with Manny in Consistency 360 so we could bring clarity to the world. I'll bring you clarity so we could bring the world and the organization clarity. That's why I got to be the one in every episode right now till the vision, till people already know what the heck they're doing. We cannot just let Joe Smoke venir a sentarse contigo when you're still vulnerable, when you still don't even have clarity 100% of the vision, if it makes sense. Make sense or no?
Yeah.
So, to wrap it up with you, Manny, your network grows in direct proportion to your consistency and authenticity. That's deep. Your network grows in direct proportion to your consistency. So, you got Consistency 360, pero also something that plays a big role is your authenticity, tu autenticidad, if it makes sense, right?
Now explain authenticity when it comes to mirroring people.
Authenticity?
Explain to me.
Hey, ¿quién es que tiene un audio ahí? Por favor. ¿Estoy escuchando un audio?
Explain authenticity when it comes to mirror people, because you can't mirror people being authentic. Can you mirror somebody being authentic?
Understand, people are a mirror of you.
Exactly.
So if you give bad energy, what you're gonna get back?
Bad energy.
So if you give real energy, what you're gonna get back?
Real energy.
So if you give authenticity, what you're gonna get back?
Authenticity.
But do you know how to be authentic with yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Huh?
Yeah.
From 1 to 10, how aware are you when it comes to being authentic to yourself?
Genuine, being genuine, being yourself. That's
but you see, to the manis of the world. That's why the teacher appears when the student is ready. Muchos estudiantes no llegan a lograr nada en la vida porque no están ready. Son mentes cerradas.
Pero la autenticidad tiene que ver con ser genuino uno mismo.
Pero eso fui yo que te lo dije a ti.
Okay.
Play the video. Tú estás repitiendo lo que yo te digo.
Okay.
Pero tú me hiciste una pregunta. You asked me a question.
No, pero,
right? I said your network grows in direct proportion to your consistency and authenticity. Are you consistent? You still a work in progress? EP for Manny. Work in progress. But a work in progress, I want you to do that with Jeandy. Not with 100 people, you and Jeandy. Work in progress. So Jeandy could go into, as a matter of fact, when you record, you do that with him. Work in progress. You and him. You guys are going to break that episode of what the work in progress, if it makes sense. You send me the breakdown so I could give you more clarity. Because imagine I just let 2 people sit here. You got me? And then the conversation routes a lo loco.
Fail forward.
And it's not failing forward, no. Intentional this year. We're not just going to record to record.
Of course.
Right? Playtime is over.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. I can see.
Right? So, Manny, what advice would you give to someone who struggles to stay consistent in their networking efforts? To wrap it up.
If you want to stay consistent, building your network and just finding genuine people that's aligned with the same vision as you, just be authentic with yourself. Know thyself.
Yes.
Know thyself completely. Be, do, have. You want to become the person to have what you want. And then just staying consistent in that purpose. Find your purpose. Stay consistent, working towards bettering yourself to get to where you want to be.
Thank you. Let me wrap it up. The recap key points. Building your network isn't just about who you know. It's about who knows you. And more importantly, how you show up for them. Once again, more importantly, how you show up for them. Forget about how they show up for you. How you show up for them. This year, make it your mission to connect with people who elevate you, challenge you, and align with your vision. Ask yourself today, who do you need to connect with? And what value can you bring to their life? ¿Con quién tengo yo que conectar hoy? ¿Y qué valor puedo traerle yo a esa persona hoy? Remember, networking isn't about taking. It's about giving and growing together. Networking no es esperando algo intercambio para atrás.
It's a win-win.
Forget about the win-win. Just give. Give the value. Bring the awareness to people. Ask them, what do you do for a living?
Jab.
Automatically, when the questions you ask, you're going to measure the man, measure the woman right away. That's why those little small talks, those small interviews for Consistency 360, you do the collab with them, with Manny the Business. Bro, you build your network 1, 2, 3. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to have to go in the street myself and do that myself. Do interviews. I don't know if it makes sense. I'm going to have to lead by example for CMR Podcast Network and just go and do a few interviews so to give more clarity, not simply to you guys, but to the world, if it makes sense. So I could have a few, even though I don't got to prove shit to nobody, right? As the vision-driven leader, my job is different. Vision-driven leader plus teamwork makes the dream work. Vision-driven leader plus teamwork equals success. I cannot be doing everything. Teamwork is building the network. Vision-driven leader, I'm here creating the opportunities for the network. Pain, CMR Podcast Network, plus reflection equals progress. So with this question, I hope we were able to put you guys through pain so you guys can reflect on the pain so you can progress this 2025. With all that said, thank you. Unsubscribe to the channel. We don't tell you in CMR Podcast Network to subscribe. We tell you to unsubscribe. We're too valuable to tell you to subscribe, to share, to like, dislike. Put negative comments. You're helping me by putting negative comments. You're helping the organization by putting negative comments. We grow more through pain than anything else. No pain, no gain. I say gains equals pain. With all that said, thank you, team. Thank you, world. Thank you, Manny. Thank you,